I went in for a leftover burger, found a man tied to a chair, 2 nurses live-streaming, and a ghost clocking in after death. The kitchen smelled like a better life, grease and pepper and heat. In the walk-in, foil-wrapped burgers, a jar of chocolate shake, a miracle with a handle. I ate, I drank, and I felt my body climb back toward the surface. Then a sound reached me, a human sound, thin and muffled from the storeroom. I should have left. I pressed the handle with 2 fingers and eased the storeroom door open. Inside was mostly dark. A single spotlight hung from the ceiling, a cone of hard white. In that cone, a man tied to a wooden chair, wrists bound, tape over his mouth, shirt soaked with sweat and something darker. His eyes were swollen red, as if crying had become a kind of work. A soft giggle came from the dark. Then 2 women slid into the light like a magic trick they'd rehearsed. Retro nurse caps, white uniforms smudged in old, uncertain stains. One had short hair and a bat resting on her shoulder. The other, curls damp with sweat, spun a cordless saw prop, like a ballerina twirling a ribbon. No blade, just menace. The short-haired nurse raised a phone. Short hair to camera. "We're live for the night shift. Say hi to the chat, Curly," to the man. "Oh, don't cry yet. We're only doing intake." They danced around him, tapping the bat on the chair legs, swaying like they were playing house. The prop saw purred inches from his face. He flinched and sobbed into the tape. The phone chimed like a cash register. My heart pounded loud enough to be useful. I took 1 step back. The door complained. SFX, sharp creak. Both women stopped. Curly tilted her head, too far, like a bird assessing food. Curly, whisper. "A new patient." I ran, out the door, down the alley slick with old rain. I didn't stop until the city blurred and my lungs burned like lit paper. At the precinct, I told them everything. The man, the nurses, the phone, the spotlight. They went. They checked. Nothing. No tape, no stains, no mess. Not even a fry out of place. The manager swore the back door had been locked all night. They let me go with a warning. Don't trespass. I wasn't mad. I was hungry again, this time for proof. That night at the motel, a folded paper slipped under my door. No envelope, red marker. Patients don't leave without saying goodbye. I moved to my friend Mikal's couch before dark. The room had no camera, but it felt filmed. Ayaan, VO. This wasn't random. It wanted eyes. It wanted audience. It wanted me to know I'd qualified. Beat. SFX. A single phone ping in the distance, like a live counter turning over. POV shift. Tamara, line cook at 5 blocks. Her co-worker Luis is finishing the milkshake station. It's closing time, and the building has started to feel like a hollow chest. The front door opens with a rain-heavy sigh. A figure limps inside. A person in an oversized work coverall, smeared with old grease and tape. Their mask is not from a movie, not a trademark, just a face shaped wrong, with a smile stamped on like a factory defect. In their hand, a scarred pry bar drags over the tile. Mask, airy. Hide and shriek. Employee engagement, yeah? Luis reaches for his phone. The pry bar lifts in a lazy warning. Mask. No calls. We're performance-based tonight. They rummage through drawers like browsing for instruments. Spatula, ketchup bottle, fry scoop. Each item earns a delighted gasp, like a curator naming art. Tamara, steadying. Cameras are on. Mask. If cameras solved anything, people would have stopped loving the dark. They heard Tamara and Luis backwards with easy swings of metal, toward cold steel and humming freezers. The emergency exit? Jammed for months. Management's "we'll fix it" became a prayer nobody said out loud. Mask, projecting. Round 1. Who can scream the loudest? Luis swallows. Why are you doing this? The mask taps the pry bar against its own teeth, listening to the ping. Mask. Have you ever listened to a grill long enough that the sizzle starts to sound like a lullaby? You think you're flipping patties. You're turning gears. I'm here to clean the machine. Eyes find Tamara's. For a heartbeat, the room is just them, and that gaze. Luis's look says run. Tamara slips behind dry storage, finds the silent alarm under the prep station, and presses. She squeezes into the gap behind a rack. SFX. Distant siren. Far. Closer. Off-screen, pans clatter. A shelf tips. Something heavy hits tile. The mask performs for an audience Tamara can't see. Words shaped from microphones, not people. Mask, sing-song, off-key. One little hider under the light, two little hands that won't fight. 3, 2, 1. No more night. The sirens are near now. Radios crackle. A baton bangs the front glass. In the beat between Tamara's breath and the cop's arrival, a pair of eyes aligns perfectly with the gap she's peeking through. Mask, almost tender. Tamara. SFX. Front door burst. Boots. Police. They pull Tamara out. The intruder is gone. Not out the front. Not through the exit. Just absent. Luis is hurt but alive. EMTs wheel him out with careful words. The DVR? Out of order. Again. On the backsplash near the fryer, a marker scrawl reads NS beside a simple I. Tamara. VO. He didn't come for money. He came for viewers. The night closes like a book you shouldn't have opened. Later that week, the sky tears open. Gina works register. Tamara closes. The lot shines like a black mirror. Red-white tiles reflect lightning as if the floor remembers other storms. At 9:30, Gina locks the side door, then drifts to the back windows and stops. Her shoulders lift the smallest inch. Tamara follows her gaze. A figure stands in the frame, soaked hair pasted flat, uniform clinging like a second skin. It's Lara, the coworker who called in sick. Lara, flat. Car broke down. Came to finish the shift. Relief comes first. Logic comes later. Lara's smile is too wide and refuses to blink. Water trails from her shoes, then vanishes into the tile like the building is thirsty. The lights dim as she steps forward. Gina. Whisper. Tamara. Lara. Lower now from somewhere deeper. You didn't cover for me. I covered for myself. SFX. Glass fixture snap. Darkness punctured by lightning. In a blue-white flash, Lara stands inches away. Her edges shimmer like heat on a highway. The air presses down, heavy enough to feel measured. Lara. I had an accident. Wind slams the windows shut on its own. The temperature drops. Shadows lengthen toward them like reaching hands. Tamara's legs go liquid. Gina runs, shouting something she won't remember later. Lara. Blood on my hands. Glass in my skin. No one came. Her fingers stretch long and thin, trembling. More idea than bone. Lara, near Tamara's ear. You didn't hear me scream. Tamara. You're not real. Lara's head turns too far, vertebrae popping like beads sliding on a string. Lara, sharp. I'm here. Thunder answers. Tamara bolts, fighting invisible wind, wrestling the front lock until it gives. Rain hits her like cold needles. She runs blindly across the lot. At the edge near the road, a wrecked, compact car. The windshield spidered. The hood crumpled. Steam sighs out of the engine like a last breath. She should keep running. She looks. Through broken glass, lightning paints a slumped shape in a soaked uniform. The head lifts. The mouth smiles that too-wide smile. Lara, rasp. I told you. Tamara runs, and the storm swallows her. Behind, the glass door of 5 blocks fogs with a heart shape in the breath of someone who isn't breathing.